I've been wanting to sniff this one for ages. I was really chuffed when I could find a sample of Rumeur, the original one. Excuse me, this is so bright, by Lanvin. Now, I have had Rumeur 2 Rose before, and I just found it a bit boring. It didn't really particularly smell like much to me. It kind of smelled a little bit like a pink lemonade. Very, very light, very like not very long lasting. Now you might be able to see this is quite thick. I think it's really I think it leaked a tiny bit in here, so the air's hit it and it has got stronger and stronger and stronger. So this is a beast of a perfume. Now I do believe that this is probably a bit of a beast anyway, even before it kind of hit the air and got a little bit more intense. But you can see it's quite dark. Now this, interestingly enough, is a Francis Kurkdjian perfume. So this particular one is compared to Lovely by Sarah Jessica Parker, and it's also compared to what's it called? Narciso Rodriguez Musk, for her. The notes in Rumeur, the original one, are top notes of magnolia, middle notes of lily of the valley, rose, jasmine, orange blossom and plum, base notes musk, patchouli and amber. Now there is definitely a noticeable patchouli in this, a noticeable amber. It's very musky, but it's incredibly floral. This is a really classic smelling floral, but it's quite sweet. Now I would say this is sweeter, quite a lot sweeter than Lovely by Sarah Jessica Parker. It's also much stronger, but it definitely has, I can kind of see why it's compared in that it has that kind of vibe of a musky patchouli white floral that's kind of just pretty, that's just a bit pretty. This one doesn't have the same sharpness or the woodiness because it's more ambery, I think. It's magnolia and lily of the valley mainly to me. The plum I think is very, very sweet and syrupy in this. So personally, this is far too floral for me, and it's too strong for me to want to actually wear it. I did try it and I kind of loved it, but I just know this is a headache in a bottle for me personally, because these kind of perfumes often are. I can't wear Lovely either, and I mean the reason I can't wear Narciso Rodriguez Musk is just because that musk doesn't work on me. It smells like a swimming pool. This is a beautiful musk. It's a lovely bottle as well. If you like to smell strongly floral, but you don't like ones that are like too sharp, and if you don't have a problem with musk and patchouli, then this is a really beautiful perfume. It's not one I can wear personally, but it's really, really nice. And yeah, I've only ever really heard Shana J talking about this one. She said she'd smelt it on her colleague and she loved it, so she bought it, and she did warn that it wasn't really a safe blind buy. If you can find a sample, then I suggest you do so. But I think if you know that you like classic florals, if you know that you like white florals, if you know that you like musk and patchouli, if you like the kind of perfumes that Ruth Ann really likes, long lasting, beast mode, inexpensive but classy smelling perfumes that are very, very floral, then I think you would really, really like this. So yeah, I think it's beautiful. I think it's a really interesting Francis Kurkdjian, because I think this smells like a really classic perfume, but with just that kind of additional sweetness. And he does seem to really like amber. So yeah, not for me personally, but I would heartily recommend this if you know that you like those kind of powerhouse florals, because I think it's a slightly more modern take on a real classic, classy scent.